So we've come to York today. I haven't been here for at least 25 years. We're heading towards York Minster and the Shambles. And the reason why we've come here today is because we're going to be doing a witch tour at 3 p.m, which we're very excited about. So this is the very famous Shambles, which is a very narrow street where at one point neighbours could reach out and shake hands from the house opposite up at the top. It's very busy, steeped in history. The shop that must not be named. There's queues for this shop. I guess this is Harry Potter type of thing.
Oh, it's thingy now.
Yeah, with all the wands, I'm guessing that's Harry Potter. Oh, look at that. The Nutcracker. There's all these little yards as well tucked away. The Society of Alchemists. Wow, look at this. Is that the dragon from Neverending Story? Shells are cool.
Hi.
Hiya.
No, she won't like that. No, okay.
I was in the alchemist shop. Look at these buildings, it's so cool.
That all takes up floor space.
Yep.
Yeah, they have the floor space.
Look how close they are at the top there. York Vikings.
Really loudly.
Getting a bit bottlenecked here. Look at this shop. Oh my gosh.
Vastly wood.
Oh, Whitby Jet. Love Whitby Jet. So this is the narrowest part between the two buildings. Oh, looks like there's a market down there. York Coast Merchants. Sausage and Pie Company. So we're going to head towards York Minster now, which you can see ahead and probably hear the bells. There's so many cool little shops. Such a quaint little town. Look at this cool little place here. Little bar. Oh, this is so cool, this town. This looks like a cool shop. Check these out. You see the Minster peeping through. We can't get to it from this side though. This shop that I've just been in, I managed to get the new Sacred Rebels. There's Borderless and On the Match cardstock, which I've been trying to get for a long time. But of course, ordering online, you don't know which version you're going to get. And I've already got the glossy bit, the glossy ones.
Like that.
Can wash it, Adam.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the little Druid craft. I've got a few of them. Yeah, this is the room where all the decks are, and the ladies are looking at them. Buildings are so old, really cool buildings. And here's the Minster. Wow. Look how cool. York Minster is so huge, I can't fit it all in. See if I can zoom out a little bit. That's a little bit better. It's on the furthest I can zoom out, but what a stunning building. There's lots of coach parties arriving. Just look at the architecture in that. Stone masonry work is beautiful. And there's the new Queen Elizabeth II. You can see the stonework is a lot more modern. I think that went in for the Jubilee last year. The three-legged mare. So here's the gateway into the city. So we stopped for some lunch and we're actually in the fortress, which is really cool. It's got this glass ceiling. So we're actually part of the fortress, and then on the floor, the original, it's not showing up on camera, the original, which is really cool. Okay, so go up these steps. going up. This is an old Roman fortress. There's the Minster. Another cool shop, licensed to sell beautiful things.
You won't go in another shop like this if you took more.
Yeah. Wow, look at this. Thank you. It's Christmas. Beautiful. All these Christmas decorations. A little train, a little model railway. Can't beat a good market.
He does the same for me. A robot. No, I'll
Yeah, one of those.
The old buildings. The jetty down there.
sorted then. Oh, sorry.
You can get in the back of boxes.
You say everything's so far? I don't think so far. I was going to say it's there.
Is it kind of...
What?
This little
You look like my little Merlin.
which is crystal. Giselle, I managed to get a Pendle witch. You'll be pleased to know. There's lots of little crooks and crannies in York. But look, I got a Pendle witch.
Have another day. Thank you. Have a good day. Thank you.
We've got 10 minutes to get to our tour.
And then put it through the cavalry. Now push the pile of pallets through the side of the cavalry. And the floor.
Okay, so she sent us away for 10 minutes because we're early. We thought it was going to be late. But it means we can explore more of York. See some more of the wall, the fortress wall.
Since we're assembled, let's begin. At the beginning. A very good place to start. Also a head. I'm just gonna... Oh, don't worry, I'm not gonna sing. My name is Nix, and you are all officially witches in training! My magical students waiting with bated breath to embark on a journey of discovery. Today is all about you learning the history of this splendid city and finding out your magic within to reveal which witch you might be, or not if so choose you. But either way, which way, or whichever way you look at it, we all have a little bit of magic to put out into the world to do some good. On your magical journey to graduation, there will be many historical gems to explore. Mysterious, gruesome, and often chilling. So, be prepared! And that's why I don't sing. Now there's never just one version of history. It can twist and change depending on whose eyes you view the story through. Oh, who is telling the story? And who's a who, here you ask? It's me. A good start. Here we are at the site of one of York's oldest churches. It doesn't look too impressive from the outside, but the history this shell holds. What you see here was built in 1888 from the original ruins of the great 1424 medieval church of St. Once one of York's finest places of worship. It had the Italianate tower, which was apparently designed Christopher Wren himself, Miss Twick. Well, here we are at King's Square. This is a perfect place to mention the European Witchcraft Act of 1542. That is England's first witchcraft law, establishing witchcraft as a crime punished by death. Now, don't you think this place here looks exactly like where the stocks and gallows may have once stood? Couldn't you just imagine the public spectacle around this here was a crime? All the beheadings and things. Well, let me tell you, there were no such things. This was simply for years upon years the site of a church. Said church was demolished in 1937. Attacked and killed them. Rumour has it the murder caused her to go insane. Although some people say she didn't even commit the crime, and her insanity made her admit to it. By the time this tragic event happened in 1825, people could no longer be accused of witchcraft. A century or so earlier, though, and you can bet that's what she would have been deemed. Either way, she was charged for the crime and hanged at York Castle. A witch's dream, scarce the bunnies, rooftops and chimneys, the origins of York cats. It's really quite unknown. But that is somebody else's story, so let's move on back on. Charles II passed an act that allowed only London, Oxford, Cambridge and York, yes, to publish and license books. Look at York being all big and important, along those other magnificent cities. Now, we would usually fly over this mess, but somebody forgot the brooms. York Minster is one of the finest medieval buildings in the whole of Europe, also known as St. Peter's. Back in the day, it sat within its very own walled district. The present Gothic style church you see here was originally designed to be the greatest cathedral in the whole kingdom. Built between 1220 and 1472, it took just over 250 years to complete. The site itself has an enormous history that stretches back nearly 2,000 years. Captivated by York's history so far, waters turns everyday objects and sometimes creatures into stone, as if by magic. And the idea yes, 1488. Pardon me. She was born in 1488. Poor was said to be a child of showcase in order to advertise the presence of the local printing press. But why the symbol of an demon? One reason is that press operators often had blackened fingers working with it.
I actually really like this.
You with them?
Yeah, it's a good time. Yeah, need to duck. The waste, human waste that used to be thrown out of the windows onto the Shambles. Look at this. There's so many little jitties and things.
So tap forward, so it might leave now.
This is the haunted gardens. See a ghost in the garden there. So just before the day ends, we're coming in search of Dick Turpin's grave. I'm sure everybody knows who Dick Turpin is. Very famous highwayman. There used to be a programme on when I was a kid about Dick Turpin. I used to love it. Richard O'Sullivan played Dick Turpin. But we're in search of his grave. We're in a it's just off a, there's the church and there's this road through it, housing estate, and then this little churchyard. And here we are. We found it. Oh, I don't want to walk on these graves. It's just like a little park, but there's graves underfoot. I think we found it. Executed. Okay, so we're going back to the car. So we're leaving the walls of the city. So once we pass through here, we're out of York. It's been a fab day. I'm not sure I caught everything, but I'll pop on at the end and just show you the witch that I bought and a couple of other little things. I haven't spent much today. They're up there a lot. So there's quite a drop over the edge.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
So we're walking a part of the wall to get back to the car. I ought to pay attention really, because I'm that clumsy I'll probably walk off the edge. Angie's worried about me. You'll see from Angie's bag, she's bought a Pendle Witch as well. Oh, look at this. Okay. So I've just got home. It's almost 9 o'clock. It's been a long day, but a great day. We set off very early this morning. But we've had a storm in the UK and we've got floods, and I had to go and pick up a friend to go and meet another friend, and her street, her location was completely inaccessible. I went through one kind of flood, and if I remember, I'll insert that here. So as you can see from that was doable, but I was very nervous getting through it. Actually, there's some music playing, so it might not allow me, because of copyright, to upload that unless I did it with the sound off. But my car is only a little Suzuki, so it's very low down, so I have to be very careful. And then I got to another point and nothing could get through. There was a taxi that had tried to get through and got stuck. And yeah, everybody had to turn around. So there was no way to get there. Cutting a very long story short, this person then got her partner to take her all the way around different villages to try and get to the point where I was. But anyway, we decided to go ahead with the journey because we looked at the flood warnings and the weather forecast for York, and it was clear and there's no floods in that area, and we was on motorways more or less the whole way there. So we went ahead and we had a fantastic day. I haven't been to York for 25 years and I don't remember much about it. We actually went to the Viking Centre, the Jorvik Centre, so we didn't really do the town. The last time I did the town, I was 10 years of age, or the city, I should say. It's a city because it's got a huge Minster, as you'll have seen. So it was like going somewhere for the first time, and it was wonderful. We do want to go back. Didn't get to do everything I wanted. I wanted to go to the ghost shop, but the queues for it were just ridiculous. And then we decided to go back at 4:30, which was an hour before it was due to shut, and the queue, they capped it and won't let us join it, because that would have been cool. I did want to pick up a York ghost from the ghost shop. But anyway, I just thought I would finish the video off just like I did when I did the Pendle Hill one, just showing you a few purchases. You can see here the Witches of Pendle had a market stall, so I decided, because I was going to buy online, I saw Giselle, my lovely big sis Giselle from Mad Witch, the channel Mad Witch, showed her witches, and I was like, I love them, I need to get one. And she says, we can buy them online. I did see someone when I went to Pendle, and you might remember I bought a very little one it's kind of falling apart. It's not a sturdy one at all. It's just made out of material. And then when I saw this stall, I knew I had to get one. So we'll have a look at her in a minute. But the first thing I want to show you is, when we got in the car, one of my friends had bought an adopt a ghost for each of us, which is lovely. And I'd not seen these before. But you get a little ghost. Look, I think it's so cute. And then you get the adoption paper. So this is Lolly. And Lolly was born the 6th of December, 1919. Her occupation was shoemaker. She likes trains and dislikes bunions. Many times the wrong train took me to the right place. I love that. Many times the wrong train took me to the right place. That's a good thing to remember, actually. It's a good analogy. So yeah, So I just think that's the cutest thing, Dr. Ghost. So that was just a nice thing to set the day off that she did for us. So I will keep Lolly somewhere where I can see her. There's only 3 things to show you because it was so busy we couldn't get in. Sorry, it's bang on 9 o'clock, so I get a daily reminder to do something, and you don't need to hear that. Yeah, so it was so busy, as you probably saw from the videos, all the streets were rammed. It's the first day of half term for most of the country. So we didn't expect, you know, in November, in the middle of a storm, that it would be as busy as it was, but it was. So we didn't get to go in a lot of shops. And of course we did the Witches tour, which was fun. So it was more about the sightseeing, looking at the buildings, the architecture, experiencing the city, doing the tour. But I did pick up a couple of bits. The first thing that I want to show you is I went in the Society of Alchemists. Now this is quite a famous shop actually. You can buy online, www.thesocietyofalchemists.co.uk. And it's wonderful, absolutely beautiful shop. It's the one in the video that I went in, it looked like, is it Falco from, is it Falco, is that the, oh, it's years since I've seen Neverending Story, but with the dragon. Now they do candles, incense, soaps, hand creams and scent, like perfumes. And they've got each of the 12, you know, what do they call them? Your horoscopes, your stars, astrological, 12 of them, you know, Libra, Virgo, etc. They've got fragrances for each of the elements. And they also had, what else did they have? I can't think. It's late, it's been a long day. But they also, what I was interested in, they had like sun, moon and stars. And this scent that I bought is Sleep with the Moon. And it's an eau de parfum, but it's good for nighttime. And they put it in this beautiful, beautiful velvet bag. They're not cheap, but it's really good quality stuff at the Society of Alchemists. So Sleep with the Moon, it does have a little bit of lavender, but it's not a, it's quite a, it's a unisex, and it's quite a nice smell. I wish you could smell it, but they said, you know, you can spray it on your pillow, you can put a little bit on you when you go to sleep, but it really helps with rest and sleep. So let's see what it says here on the back. So it says, each night you sleep is a signal that a new beginning awaits you, a relaxing blend of potent herbs, florals and spices created to soothe your soul deeply. Yeah, so just giving you then about allergens and things like that. But it really does smell absolutely gorgeous. I liked the sun. There was sun, moon and stars. As I said, the sun was wake up or feel vitalized or something like that. I didn't like the star one too much, but my favorite was the moon. So I decided to buy that and have that next to my bed. Then we went in a shop and I was able to get the Sacred Rebels Oracle card by Alana Fairchild. Now, I had this deck once upon a time, but the Blue Angel decks, when they was first released, the cards were very glossy and quite a heavy set gloss. And I ended up gifting nearly all of my Blue Angel, with the exception of the Whispers of Lord Ganesha, because I love that. And then when I went to Glastonbury last year, I was able to get a copy of the new matte version. And then I heard, because I loved Sacred Rebels, I heard that there was a new version of this as well. But I'm always reluctant to buy online because what if it's old stock and I get sent another glossy edition? So I thought to myself, well, if I go to when I go to Glastonbury, and the shop where I bought Whispers of Lord Ganesha could have a copy. So I was thrilled today because that's a chance, you know. When I went in a shop and I saw this, and it does say on the back, cards feature the new borderless design. So I was absolutely thrilled. This stunning deck is dedicated to you. You who wants to live your own unique, inspired life and share your life with the world as a sacred offering. Sacred Rebels Oracle is for those who are ready to celebrate and nurture their individuality. When you are a sacred rebel, you want to be fully alive and express your authentic truths. You want to help heal the world, even when that means shaking things up. Sacred Rebels love life and refuse to believe that manifesting their dreams is impossible. So I'm stoked to have this this deck again. So we've got the guidebook. I'm not going to do a full walkthrough. The guidebook hasn't changed. It's still black and white. It's a nice chunky book. There's 183 pages. And then oh, look at this. This is so much better. Well done, Blue Angel, for re-releasing your decks in this new design. So, as you can see, they're matte. Lovely matte cardstock. They're borderless now, so you get more of the image. But just look at this, after the storm. Oops. I think that's not too bright. Let's move that a little bit. Inner Trust. I think the artwork is beautiful. Follow your own rhythm. That's the cover. Look at that. Be the hunter, not the hunted. What do you feel? Just a gorgeous deck. Gorgeous. I'm going to just show a few of the cards rather than all of them. New birth, guarded vigilantly. Beautiful, beautiful deck. So, the Sacred Fool. So yeah, so I was able to get Sacred Rebels, and it could be in Glastonbury, but it might not either. So I always said if I saw it somewhere and I knew it was the new version, then I would get it. Okay, so the last thing to show you is the Pendle Witch. Oh, she's a beauty. They didn't have Alice Nutter, which I think if they had, I would have probably have got. But I love this. Oh, let's look at her. Let's take her out. Oh, she's a beauty. Got to make sure she's in shot. In fact, I'm going to blow the candles out because I'm frightened of her going up in flames. There, don't need to worry so much now. So here she is. Look at her face. She's gorgeous. She's got her feet, her legs. This is her dress. So let's have a look. So it says Witches of Pendle. In fact, let's cut this off because it's not in shot properly. Okay, so just took them off. So there's the little tag here. So her name is Demdike, which if you know anything about the witches trials of Pendle Hill, she was the grandmother. Oh, she's just gorgeous, really gorgeous. There's a broom at the back, so you can hang her. There's some fishing wire here to hang her up, but just look at her face. This as well, the quality of it was really reasonably priced. It was £25, which I think is fantastic. Really, really good price. You can buy online if you are interested. So it's the Witch's Parlour. There's a little witch in all of us, that's true. Shambles Market. Yeah, and then you get this little booklet as well, which tells you about the Witches of Pendle trial. So it tells you when the trials took place, what happened, the events of 1612. And as I say, we went to Pendle Hill a month ago. There is a vlog on there, and then the conclusion. So nice little booklet about the Pendle witch trials. But yeah, so that's the witch that I bought, and absolutely thrilled with her. I couldn't believe it when I saw that Witches of Pendle had a stall on the market in York, but I'm not surprised as well. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the vlog, and until the next one, go in peace. Namaste and blessed be.